Hello, movie lovers. Welcome back to The Movie Hunter. Today, we're diving into Nuremberg from 2025, directed by James Vanderbilt. This historical drama isn't just entertaining, it's informative, disturbing, and honestly, a big warning from history about how far humans can go when they become inhumane. It teaches us real lessons from World War II and the Nuremberg trials, and Russell Crowe's performance blew me away. I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. Stick around to hear what worked, what didn't, and I need your help picking my next watch. Before we dive deeper into this intense psychological, historical drama, I'd love your support for The Movie Hunter. Please hit that like button and subscribe. It means the world to me. Thanks so much in advance for joining the hunt. Nuremberg has received generally positive reviews, scoring a 7.4 out of 10 on IMDb from 46,000 users and a 72% critic score on Rotten Tomatoes from 189 reviews, with a 95% audience popcorn meter score. Released in 2025 by Sony Pictures Classics, it premiered at the Toronto International Film Festival, grossed $40 million against a $7 to $10 million budget. Full success here. Critics especially praise Russell Crowe's powerful performance. The plot follows U.S. Army psychiatrist Douglas Kelly by Rami Malek, who's assigned to evaluate the mental state of high-ranking Nazi leaders, especially Hermann Göring by Russell Crowe, as the Nuremberg trials are about to begin. Kelly gets locked in a dramatic psychological showdown with Göring, growing increasingly obsessed with understanding the nature of evil while forming a disturbing bond with him. It's good to see another historical drama movie, as its aside being entertaining is also informative. It teaches us world history. Learning what happened during World War II and what happened in Nuremberg is not just teaching us history, but also shows us how far some humans can go, or at least how far inhumane they can become. As what happened during WW2 and in those so-called Nazi work camps, how sad, how disturbing things happened, and that should teach us lessons from history that we won't have same disturbing thing in the world again. And for that, we have to know how those high-rank Nazis were thinking and how they became to exist so that people won't bring those kind of leaders to power anymore. Even though movies like this are warnings for us, very less people will understand this as warning and act accordingly. I loved this movie first of all because I never knew that part of world history and what happened in Nuremberg. Secondly, Russell Crowe's performance here was amazing. Before I started watching this movie, I even didn't know that he is in this movie. Seeing him again in a nice movie like this and with full performance made me think again that he didn't lost his touch of acting. There are two scenes that got my attention. Dr. Kelly confronts Göring about those atrocities in the camps, and what he says is also so, and their dialogue there is something we should think about it. Göring, you think American bombs and bullets don't kill people. You vaporized 150,000 Japanese at the touch of a button, and you're judging me? Kelly's response in defense for me is weak here, and hear what he says. We were defending ourselves. Göring says, how do you defend yourself in someone else's soil? And Kelly's response again is weaker than before. There's a difference between us bombing war factories and civilians dying as collateral damage. Wow, bombing cities with nuclear bombs and killing civilians is called collateral damage. Second scene, and I think it's more important for us and for nowadays, it's when Kelly is in a radio broadcast after coming back from Nuremberg, said something like, there are people in the world and in America like those Nazis. There are people who want to be in power. I am quite certain that there are people in America who would willingly climb over corpses of half of the American public if they knew that they can gain control of the other half. I think what Kelly says in the last moments of the movie is biggest truth. The film explores deep themes like the nature of evil and how ordinary people can commit atrocities, the psychology behind power and ideology, moral ambiguity in war and judgment, the dangers of authoritarian thinking, and how history's lessons can warn us about leaders who crave power at any cost. I, in general, loved this movie. My only issue is that movie leans more on Dr. Kelly's story, but doing this, we don't see much about the other 22 high-rank Nazi leaders. Their voice is not much in the movie, and we don't see little what happened during those trials in the courtroom. But even though I loved it, and even made me want to watch more WW2 dramas that were released recent years, like Valkyrie. Overall, I'm giving Nuremberg a 9 out of 10. It's a powerful, thought-provoking look at history's darkest side, with standout performances that stay with you. I'd rewatch it and recommend it to anyone who loves historical dramas, psychological thrillers, or movies that make you think about the world today. That's it for this movie review. What did you think of Nuremberg? Did those intense dialogues, Russell Crowe's performance, or the warnings about power grab you? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and here's a big one. Suggest a movie for my next watch. I'm hunting for more WW2 or historical dramas to keep the streak going, so hit me with your picks. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and ring the bell so you don't miss the next hunt. Thanks for joining me. See you in the next one.